Okay, this is a video tutorial on how to get Arduino set up with the Lamp Library for CRT 101. So to get started, you're going to want to have the Canvas page open to Lab 4 Hello World Arduino. And you probably got here because this is how you connected to this particular video. But here is there going to be a list of resources that we're going to be referencing often as we get your computer set up and ready to program an Arduino and particularly work with some sensors and NeoPixels. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to need to download the Arduino IDE. And so if we go ahead and click on this, it'll take us to the Arduino download. And in here, you're going to need to find the appropriate download file for your computer. If you're on Windows, I suggest this first option, the Windows Win 10 or newer, 64 bits. You can click on that and download it and begin the installation process. For our friends with Macs, if you have an older Mac that has an Intel, then this is the option for you. If you have a newer Mac that runs the Apple Silicon, then this is going to be the option for you. If you're not sure if you have the Intel or Silicon, a quick way to do that is to come up here on the little Apple icon, click on About This Mac, and you can see right here, so where it says Processor, mine says Intel Core i5. It's because I have a little bit of an older Mac, and that's okay. But if yours says Apple Silicon or something like that, that means you've got one of the newer Macs. And so I have an Intel, so I would click on this. Here, it kind of solicits a donation. You can click on Just Download, and you can click on Just Download again. And that should begin the process of actually downloading the Arduino software. So that may take a few minutes, and that's okay. Go ahead and let that finish downloading. So once it is downloaded, you can go ahead and launch it and go through the normal download process. So for that, I've already got mine downloaded and installed, but what you want to do is continue to follow all of the prompts and downloading and opening the software until you are met with just a blank, empty, this is called a sketch, and this is where you would want to be after you are to the point of having downloaded and installed the Arduino software. At this point then, we're going to install a driver, and that is going to be good for connecting to our little Arduino boards. So again, if you have a PC, then you would click on this option, and that would go through and would download that. If you have an Apple, then similarly, you'd go down here. You might see that it has this unverified download block, and so you may need to go ahead and continue to download. It is a driver, so I think it's just trying to make sure you're not doing something that you shouldn't, but these are verified and will definitely help your computer out as you are working with Arduino. So go ahead and choose to download those anyway. With each of them, again, you'll run them depending on whether or not, again, you're on a PC or Windows or an Apple Mac. And there should be just some on-screen instructions about installing those drivers. So you'll want to complete that. At this point then, we're going to open up our Lamp Library code. Okay, so we're going to click on this. And this is going to take us to a zip file here in a Google Drive. So what you're going to do is you're going to right-click on this and go to Download. And that will download that file. Then what you're going to do is go over to your Downloads folder. Okay, and find where that downloaded. And we want to unzip this. We don't want to just double-click on it or anything like that. We actually need to extract all the files from it. And so if you right-click on that, and there's either going to be like an unzip or an extract. So we want to make sure that we have a folder that has these various files in it. So all three of these are very important. Okay. So at this point then, we can go into our Arduino software. We're going to go to File and Open. And we're going to navigate to that Lamp Library folder that we unzipped. So I'm going to scroll down to that. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to click on the lamplibrary.ino. So if I click Open, it should take just a moment. Okay. And what I should find is that when it opens, I should have a little tab here that says lamplibrary.ino. I should have another little tab here that says helper.ino, and one last little tab that says lib.ino. Okay, so this is where we want to be. We then need to install a library that's going to help us kind of work within this library. This little selection of books right here, we can click on this, and we are going to search for NeoPixel, all one word. Okay. And we're going to scroll down a little bit, and what we're going to be looking for is the Adafruit NeoPixel library by NeoPixel. Here we go. So Adafruit NeoPixel by Adafruit. So you'll have an install button there. Mine says update because I'm running an older version. So I'm going to go ahead and click update. And it's going to run some options here and install that library for you. Okay. So once we have that ready to go, we're going to click this little check mark. That's going to verify that we've kind of got everything set up the way that we should. So it's going to compile our sketch. We'll see a little progress bar going down here and says done compiling. That's good. So we're making some good progress. Now at this point, I'm going to take my Arduino in my hand and hook it up to the USB cable and then plug that USB cable into my computer. Okay, you'll want to do something similar. Okay, and you should notice a little red light on your Arduino that's lit up that says it's getting power. You'll also want to make sure that there are the little metal header pins soldered into the Arduino kind of pointing downward. That will help us hook up a circuit a little bit later on. So at this point, we want to make sure that we have selected our Arduino correctly. And so we're going to go up to this box right here where it says you may have a variety of things. And there should be some COM ports here. Now, if you're on a Mac like mine, the COM port is likely something that says like CU, USB serial, something like this. If you are on a PC, it might say something like COM1, COM2, COM3, things like that. For a PC, it's usually the highest number COM port, so COM3 or COM4, whatever the highest number one is. If you're on a Mac like me, it's this USB serial option here. So I'm going to select this. And then for boards, we're going to search for an Arduino Nano. So we're going to select that option. And here we can see that we've got that COM port selected. So again, for Mac friends, USB serial. For our PC friends, COM2, COM3, COM4, whatever the highest number is probably the correct one. We're going to click OK. Okay. Now, at this point, we're going to try to upload this. So we're going to hit this little upload button. It will compile. It says done compiling. Now it's trying to upload and done uploading. So that's good news. If for some reason you are not able to get it to upload immediately, there's one more thing that you can try. You may get some red text here. It says was not able to upload. If you get that error message, come over to Tools, come over to Processor, and instead of this Atmega 328p, you can try this Atmega 328p old bootloader. So if you were to select that and click upload, it would compile sketch. It would try uploading. Now in this case, mine may not be successful because, yeah, see, it's not responding, not in sync. And so that's because mine's on the newer bootloader. But some different Arduinos have a different bootloader. So again, if you're not successful uploading, try one of these two options. And then once it's out of attempts, I'm going to actually go ahead and unplug my Arduino and plug it back in. Yeah, we'll get that upload fail. So you'll want to continue uploading until you are able to actually get it to accept the upload. So done uploading is what you're looking for there. So you do want to continue this process all the way up until you've been able to successfully upload this code in preparation for class on Wednesday. If for some reason you've tried these steps and you're just getting stuck, please come into the lab prior to the start of class on Wednesday just to get us to help you with your individual computer. Every computer is a little bit different, and we can help you, make sure that you are ready to go so that we can have a good class. And that is it.